So tell me a bit about this jar.
So early 2000, my dad would have taken the floor off in the parlor, and it was like moon dust, very dry in there. No one had ever really stepped there. There was nothing on the top of the mud. And then several years later, it went into my name. And when I would come in the spring to check up on the house to see if, you know, anything needed attention like the roof, I would find a new bone underneath the floor.
Okay.
This is the pot.
Yeah, the most of them look like, I would say the majority of them look like animal bones.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so too. But damn. And then I mentioned in our recording that I had someone, I would say Joe, but here's a tablet. You don't have to confirm this yet or anything. It's just like JS.
It's found under the back kitchen floor.
Under the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did some work under there, and that's where we found that.
As like a marker?
No, it's just under there. Like under the dirt, under there.
That looks like old, like footstone.
Perfect.
Liam, what do you think of when you think of Halloween?
Ghost, ghouls, and haunted houses.
We may have two of those three things tonight, Liam. I have always wanted to hit that Scooby Doo type house, that haunted house that's abandoned, that everyone in the neighborhood understands has a reputation, and that is perhaps one of the most haunted homes in the region. So we're going to go there, we're going to explore and investigate, and we're going to share what we find with you.
What the hell are you drinking?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Ghost Hunter fuel.
Yeah, gives you weight.
As long as it doesn't give you gas.
Tech guy energy.
Tech guy energy.
batteries.
Got it. All right. This place is really tucked up in here. Thought I saw a face right in that window. Yeah, this is kind of what we all expect when we're talking about a haunted house. I think everyone has one in their neighborhood or in their hometown. A place with steeped history and a place with age. The place where kids are nervous walking by. I think this place fits the bill. We'll go and gain access and start to get some first impressions. We are out here on invitation of the owner, so this is not a trespassing as most abandoned properties are often trespassed upon. So we walk through the entrance of this place. It definitely has kind of a feel to it, a vibe. This is kind of what we'd expect from your quintessential haunted house. I kept hearing talking up here, so I thought I'd make my way up here. These light switches are ancient. For a second I saw someone there. We'll wait, maybe go back to that. I'll have to get Liam in here with a night vision camera. Now from the outside I saw someone look out of one of the side windows. I'd have to suggest it was the one with the tricycle. But there is definitely a vibe in here. I heard two gentlemen upstairs talking to someone. I have to suggest it may be this room. And there happens to be two chairs here. Careful downstairs. There's a part that's been torn apart. Been told not to step on this rug area. City. You can just feel the history, the residual energy of this place. Looks as if someone's trying to make a modern room back there. Otherwise, everything seems to be ancient and as is. Wow, so some of my initial impressions of this home is I get two gentlemen, one I'll call Joe, and the other George or James. I heard them speaking to each other as if they're very familiar with people coming into this place. They know what I'm up to. They're cautious, so I hope that them being intelligent spirits, they'll attempt to further share their story. I also get a woman I would call Mary or Marianne, who was in one of the sitting areas upstairs. There was like a little settee, might have been downstairs here, but she was just sitting there politely, as if this place wasn't derelict or in a state of disrepair. So I don't know if she's intelligent or not, or if that was a residual image. I don't know. There was also a bearded gentleman who feels more contemporary. He's maybe 40 years of age at the time of passing. Yeah, I think some of his own issues got in the way of his life. So hopefully I'll get more information from him. He was bearded and had on a gray hoodie. And so it's like, that's definitely a more modern spirit. So tell me a bit about this jar.
So early 2000, my dad would have taken the floor off in the parlor, and it was like moon dust, very dry in there. No one had ever really stepped there. There was nothing on the top of the mud. And then several years later, it went into my name. And when I would come in the spring to check up on the house to see if, anything needed attention, like the roof, I would find a new bone underneath the floor.
Okay.
This is the pot.
Yeah, the most of them look like, I would say the majority of them look like animal bones.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so too. But damn. And then I mentioned in our recording that I had someone, I would say Joe, but here's a tablet. You don't have to confirm this yet or anything. It's just like JS.
It's found under the back kitchen floor.
Under the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did some work under there, and that's where we found that.
That's like a marker?
It was just under there. Like under the dirt, under there.
That looks like old, like footstone.
It's broken off on the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks well. And so the bucket of bones that the owner says it turns up underneath the floorboards as they pulled those out.
Yeah, about in the middle of the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna hold this for a minute. Let's see. This looks a bit like a skull of some sort. Cat or small dog.
I'd go for cat.
You think so?
Yeah, just from the nose shape, how close the eye socket is.
Okay.
I have a white light here right now.
All right, the owner suggested we ring the bell to let the spirits know we are here. I walked in this space earlier as I was doing my initial walkthrough. And from the porch, there was a bearded guy that came in with a gray hoodie on. And so I was like, he's got to be a more contemporary spirit. I don't have his name right now, but there was kind of a sadness. I'm not 100% sure of that now, but I can describe that man as being about a 40-year-old man, much more contemporary than this place lends. I don't know that he belongs to this place at all.
I think like, square one, we haven't ever been in like a abandoned spot. Talking to the homeowner, we heard that, they pull the floor out of that room. There's no floor here. She said that's like the chute down to the basement, but this here is like, there is no floorboard under this rug.
Okay.
We step on that wrong and
Yeah, I don't want to.
but it's just like, it's a very old spot. Like, I think that's what's that? It looks like
Probably
an
a
old
furnace.
radio.
I think it looks more like a furnace. I should know my radios.
You should. But no, that's a furnace. There's like hookups.
No, what'd you say?
I said it looked like a radio.
Yeah, I know my antique radios. Like when you're thinking haunted location,
This fits the bill.
yeah. I just feel layers and layers and layers of people here.
The one thing that I do know, she said there's no power here. No hydro, no electricity. That's why they had the candle. That's why I think this might be fun,
Yeah.
because there's nothing to set it off.
Okay. Fair.
Like the light switch, like the lights are dead. They're dead. Like there's no power here. I thought I saw light fixtures in here, but like it's all dead.
Yeah, it's all been disconnected
Yeah.
through disuse. All right.
So it'll be a
Good
fun
point.
one.
No Wi-Fi interference or anything else. All right, let's head upstairs. We have to be careful in that room, as I pointed out earlier. Yeah, when I first entered the door, I heard two men like talking to each other in like hushed tones. But to me, that's intelligent, because as soon as I made my way to the top of the stairs, they stopped talking. Felt like it came from this back bed, whatever it is, I call it a bedroom. But all that's in here is a couple of chairs. When we go to set up in here, I would definitely set up in here with a REM-Pod or something.
Okay.
Spirit box potentially, only because there's been that sense of communication. There's kind of a Scottish thing going on here too. And it's like, I'm a Star Trek fan, so I'm like, somebody sounds like Scotty. But they have that Scottish accent, meaning that they would have originally been from Scotland. We definitely hear the squeal of like rail car wheels and stuff from outside, so we'll have to be sure that we don't mistake that for something else.
What's in here?
When we were walking up, I thought I saw a face in this window. And it would be this window. But it was about yay high. But now I'm recognizing that that's a small woman or a child. Now I've heard the name Mary or Marianne. I guess it could be Marianne. As I came up the stairs, I heard it from one of the two men. So, like, while naturally there's like the old tricycle and stuff, I think this would be an energy that's more attached to the house. And it's a little bit uneasy when you're walking up and you see somebody's face.
Watch out for the hooks there.
This one feels weird to me, dude. Like, quite easily there could be chains and stuff hanging down. Not even sure why the hooks are there. Cold cellar. It just doesn't have the floor of a cold cellar, and we're not in the basement. So viewers, if you have an idea what these hooks might be for, residually I don't get a whole lot of energy or information about it. What's even more disturbing is
Stains on the floor.
Could be just water stains. And this little room, hold up. I thought I saw somebody move in here as soon as I was here. This is the room where when I'm doing my initial walkthrough, I thought I saw more of our little lady. There is a hole that looks like maybe a hole to a furnace through there. Yeah, that's like a chimney flue or something.
Maybe we keep the chair over
Keep
there.
the chair over there. Listen. That's the train, right?
Yeah, that'd be the train.
I think we don't waste any time. We go ahead and
Right
take
into it.
advantage of these spaces up here. How's it coming?
We're green to go. Yeah, no, I just came down here and I'm just like, you know when you're like on a hike or you're playing tag or manhunt, you're like, I don't want to put my back that way. You know, somebody's watching me. And I definitely have that feeling where I'm just like, you know, I'm peering up the stairs when you're in here, and when you're not down here, I'm looking that way. And I'm just like, okay, there's that feeling that
Somebody's watching.
somebody's like, okay, what's your deal, bud?
All right, we come here with respect. Let's go ahead and set things up upstairs. Stop moving for a second. What the hell am I hearing? Sounds like a mechanical tick.
That'd be interesting because there's no mechanical, you know what I mean? Nothing energy in here, no power. You talking like a ticking like a wind-up clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I hear that too, like a click.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Set up in the rocking chair room.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so REM-Pod is set up. I think if I were setting up, I would set up the Mr. D in this room only because this is where I saw the face as we were walking up. And so I feel like if a spirit is looking out of a window to look at you outside, that's an intelligent spirit every single time. Give it a second. If you are here with us tonight, can you let your presence be known? Beyond the mumbling, the conversation. Can you touch the antenna on the device with a red light? Likewise, there is a box with a blue light in the adjacent room. My name is Kevin. I come here with respect. Temperature light keeps blinking over there. But we're not getting that audible.
That, just because it's red to me, because that's the color for heat, but my nose is cold.
Yeah, it's cold up here.
There we go. Flash.
That sounds like Morse code. That
Yeah, dot, dash,
it's been a
dash.
while since I've seen something do that. That's weird. Can you make a green light go off? Can you make a green light go off? Can you make a green light go off? If you touch that device, what will happen is a green light will go off. Are you a studied man, and are you from Scotland? What if we did a spirit box session in that room? Like as the equipment's out.
Yeah, that could be something worth looking into at least.
I keep feeling like somebody's just like dancing behind me. Like pacing back and forth. Now we're getting some action over there. It is weird. Talk to me, I'm not much for hide and go seek. Is your name Mary? I feel like it was the woman. Do you belong to this house? I just got that weird pop of my ears. It happens when like a new spirit is in my vicinity. If you're ever alone in a place and your ears just suddenly rush and pop, like you've changed altitude, 9 times out of 10 that's a spirit. I'm gonna call some names. Are you Joe?
Joseph? Step in that door and see how reliable that Mr. D is right now. Not at all. I just keep feeling, yeah, like that shouldn't have been like that.
It's fresh. It shouldn't be. Should be nothing wrong with it.
It wasn't reliable like when we walked in there. I kept seeing something shady just inside the door, back and forth. That device has always caught it. But
Yeah.
you stepped in here and nothing, so
I could even touch with my boot.
I know that's a new pack of batteries.
It's fresh. The only time this ever doesn't work is when the batteries are old. I've tried to reuse batteries in the past, and then it just nothing. I mean, even then, like, we still get something. Like, it's never been.
Nothing.
I've never been able to, like, get. But, like, I had just picked up these batteries, and that's your temperature change.
That's
a
more
lie.
than the temperature
You
change.
still take care of that.
I don't think I caught it. It was green for a second.
You gonna go step in there?
We can. I would want to get Mr. D working though.
Yeah, I'm doing maintenance on this right quick.
You know the protocol for checking a 9-volt battery, right?
Lick it. Yeah.
Stick your tongue on it.
That's when you prank me and it blows up, huh? And just. Yeah.
Does it work?
My tongue's not. Maybe it's like a Nintendo cartridge. Lick it and then it works.
Who knows? We'll see. That's cute. Sounds like it's functioning. Yeah?
One more time. Hold up. Serviceable.
Serviceable?
Serviceable.
That works. I'll take serviceable.
I'll repair that later.
All right, let's get the spirit box.
Gotta go grab it.
Do I dare sit on those? I think maybe I better not. Not sure if I should even try to sit in those chairs. Might not be a good idea. I'm a big boy.
Hey. Weird question. Did your stomach just growl?
No.
Then something growled at me.
What'd you say?
I said something growled at me.
Something growled at you?
Yeah. I came down here and it either sounded like
That
like
may
a
have been
door.
me.
And it's not this door, that's for sure. It's not that. So I came down here to get the, oh my god, how do I put it?
Spirit box.
Spirit box.
Liam reported a growl from downstairs. He asked if it was my stomach. I did happen to take some dairy digestive enzymes. So no, it's not my stomach. But we came down here and investigated and can't find anything that would have elicited the growl. You got the spirit box?
I do.
Let's go ahead and do a spirit box session up there.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. D may go off as I'm walking past.
that is the REM-Pod, and it doesn't work that way. Oh, dude, I'm over here.
I know.
All right, you may set off the Mr. D.
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
But I'm on this side of the stairwell. Just park it. Starting to go crazy up here.
100%.
Hey, that's what we want. We said earlier, Halloween's about ghosts, ghouls, and haunted houses. We might have 2 out of the 3. Hi, I'm Kevin. Can you do that again? We're impressed you were hitting that box that way. Just walk right past it. You hear that?
Stairs.
Okay, it might be them. We're getting a lot of activity up here.
Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Yeah, maybe come on this side of the railing. That way you're like over here. So that's a micro-radar detector. It's a little bit different than what some ghost hunting teams use. It casts a dome that is kind of a radar dome.
Okay.
Anything that breaks the dome, it'll elicit that sound there.
So it's saying something's breaking.
Yeah, there's something there, yeah,
Okay.
in that room. When I walked up, I thought I saw a face from that room. Like as I walk into the yard from the side where we park the vehicles.
This one?
Yeah.
You're not the
So
first
it'd be
person to
that
say that.
room there.
To be honest, you're not the first person to say that. And also where your machine's sitting, remember I told you where I was sleeping? That's exactly where it is.
you heard it.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly where the fur coat was when I was sleeping there. And
Okay.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it made me feel like it was maybe a small woman by the nature of the window and the size of it. Like you'd have to really lean down to look out at the way that I saw the face looking out of it. And we've had mumbling in this room. So we put the REM-Pod in there and we've gotten some action from that. And then behind me in this room felt like someone just back and forth pacing. It's been pretty busy.
Good.
The guy feels like he's more attached to you.
Okay.
The gentleman with the beard.
Okay.
Just the way that he came in was more, like I said, contemporary. He looked like he was wearing kind of a gray hoodie like Liam has on now, like a pullover hoodie, beard. He felt like,
Color beard?
I would say he had more darker brown hair is kind of the way he, but he feels attached to you in a way that somebody would romantically be attached to you.
Okay.
Have you lost a partner?
Yep.
And then
He worked in the yard here. Yeah.
he did work in the yard.
Right before he died. Yeah.
Okay. I know there's a lot of his energies like, I feel like he felt like he had a run of bad habits too.
Might have.
Yeah. And so he just feels like he trailed you in when we came in, but he hasn't been a part of the action up here since that time. I'm sorry for your loss, but know that he's always around.
Yeah, that's 9-year anniversary was this year.
Okay. I just want to call him Big D.
Doug?
Doug? Okay. The other spirits feel like 1800s maybe, or...
It would make sense because that was the only family that's lived here. It would have been 1800s, 1900s, and then just the lady that was here.
Okay.
Cool note about this house, it's actually documented that she was courted. You know who Bing Crosby is?
Yeah.
He actually came here to court.
Do I know who Bing Crosby is? I'm all into 1940s music
so
and antique radios.
So he came up from Buffalo to court her, and they never got together because supposedly he was a ladies' man. So
Okay.
But she stayed single her whole life, but we don't know why.
Did you hear that? Mark the... What time is it?
It's really quiet. They don't usually
Yeah, but it's like a
switch.
click or a...
But they were going off when I came in, and now they're quite silent.
It's funny because when we get the contemporary spirit, it's like he consumes the energy to be with you, Doug, I think you said. And when we have more the vintage spirits, it's like they made space for him to be present. We're going to do a spirit box session in that room there, because that's where we've heard the most activity. That was probably us as we rounded the corner. Yeah, if we stand there, we're out of range, and it was going off pretty solid. What do you have it set to?
150.
Let's give it some space here. You hear what that sounded like?
Kind of like beep, beep. That actually sounded
before
like
that-
a temperature gauge to me, but
Yeah. Hey. Are you here with us? We see your green light. Sound like my name, Kevin? Can you tell me your name? Can you make one of these green lights go off? I'm getting two distinctive voices.
yeah.
A woman and then a man. Did you live in this home? Are you Joseph? Yeah, it sounded like it, yeah. Is the other man your son? I'll have to go back and listen to that. Were you an architect or a builder?
Sounded like a knock there.
Definitely said yes when I said, are you Joe or Joseph? What did that sound like? Doug.
Can you tell me how many people are here?
4?
4.
When I came in, I said there were 4.
Who did we see in the window coming in? There was like a stray, but it almost sounded like I don't want to.
Yeah, from a woman's voice.
Yeah. Were you the one who was knocking? Is that who we heard knocking? That's me.
That's me. I heard that pretty clear. For a second, that EMF looked like it hit a yellow light.
Okay, so I heard sitting in this room.
Sitting in this room.
Like sitting in this room. Do you want to see?
You want to see? We want to see. Let yourself be known. breathing on me. Like right down my neck. Let's maybe stop with the spirit box.
Please.
Please.
Yeah.
It's like, you stop the spirit box stuff.
Now it's reading cold. See the blue?
Yeah.
It's very faint, but it's there.
I think that largely because like one family had this place. They've just occupied it and then it's largely vacant. So it's like, hey, here's our heaven on earth. My suspicion is the lady we were feeling, who is maybe more furtive, was the woman the homeowner was describing had lived afterward than the original family. The Scottishness of their voices, like their accents and stuff, is very present.
They are either Scottish or Irish.
They're either Scottish or Irish, okay. All right, that would be cool to confirm somehow. Hi, I'm Kevin. Can you reach out and touch this box? If you touch it, I'll be aware of that. If you can make yourself manifest, I'll see that. But for everyone else, they need the light on this box. Yeah, I was telling her that I would expect that if a spirit's intelligent, you wouldn't get activity from these instruments every single time. It also helps that there's no power to this place.
No.
We've kind of done a sweep with this EMF. Liam checked out switches and stuff because electric field or something could kind of set it off, and nothing.
What runs in is there is power to the smart meter, but there's nothing running through the rest of the house. It just comes down to that back kitchen.
Okay, so it's back there.
Yeah, where the smart meter is. That's
Okay.
like on the outside of the side door.
All right.
That's it. But yeah, there's nothing.
All right, let's put Mr. D here. We'll go to the bottom of the stairs. I just want to see, stairs tend to be busy. Just from like a residual kind of energy.
Well, the top right here is where everybody seems to go.
That's why I'm like, if we put that there and we're downstairs.
That's why when you put your hand out, I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
hell. Look at this. Can you touch this again? I was just seeing how stairs are busy.
That was all the way up to red.
That was all the way up to red. How much did you get?
I've got at least orange, at least.
Gave me the chills too.
Someone's gonna push you down.
One more time. I'm gonna turn this off. Can you touch this one more time? Oh, you see that?
Turn the light out.
Do these stairs interest you? Oh.
There you go.
Did you get hurt on the stairs? Well, I gotta sit down for a second.
Okay.
Feel like that?
A little bit, and it feels like something's pushing me back up the stairs. I keep seeing a little lady with like stringy gray hair.
Do you want to see her shoe?
Her shoe?
It's in the closet. You used to have two. They're actually fancy. You can walk around
And then the owner asked if I want to see her shoe. Yep, I'll see her shoe.
Oh, there you go. I've got it right here.
Is this your shoe? Oh, hell, look at that. Are you sure this is your shoe? Such a petite little shoe.
Reminds me of Virginia.
We have a friend, Virginia, who's maybe 4'11", 5 feet tall. Virginia, if you're taller and you took offense, I'm sorry.
You see this light like dimming in and out. There you go, red, red, and red.
What the hell? Again, we have nothing electronic that would interfere.
Is it weird that I said that the light was dimming and going?
And then it's like, it
And
gets a
boom.
blast.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hand this shoe back to the homeowner. I think this ends up being a two-parter.
There you go. That's your two-parter.
There's nothing through here.
There's no power in here. There ain't no way.
No. And we'll just make our exit after that.
After the spirit box session, how funny it was where it's like, please, like, let's turn it off. Like, yeah, please. Like, please do.
Yeah, please do.
But when you had mentioned, when you told me to go downstairs to get the spirit box, then I get growled at.
Okay.
But it was also like you explained that that's sort of like the growl that I heard.
What I was hearing was heavy breathing, like somebody had just run a race and they were really raspy. It was just like, is what I heard.
We got activity upstairs, downstairs, on the stairs, everywhere but the kitchen sink.
Weird activity on the stairs, a bunch of activity upstairs.
Your place is in disarray. You got stuff growing everywhere, watermarks, so it's definitely that spooky vibe.
Definitely a place full of activity, history.
There was definitely like responses and intelligent spirits just going at it left, right, and center.
Yeah, this is a place that's ripe for a part 2.
Worth a revisit.
I'll be certain to invite Snipe along. We'll see if they can come along for a part 2 session. I can't make any promises. I know we ask this every time, but if you would please subscribe. It helps us in the end and it provides you with more paranormal investigations. Yeah, this place is probably one of the most active places I've been to recently. Just the atmosphere alone says, welcome to Halloween.